Okay, now what we are going to do is our first stretch and fold for both bread. What you want to do, you want to dip your hands in the water, just tiny bit of water on your hands in order to not to stick on the dough. Then you want to detach from the edges the dough with the forefinger all together, and then start the first stretch and fold. What the stretch and fold is a technique to increase the gluten development. It's going to be done with the forefinger all together and a thumb. So we're going to get underneath the more dough as we can, we pinch with the thumb, we pull gently, and then we fold towards ourselves. Then we pinch. If it gets stick on your hands, you can pinch. Then I'm going to turn the ball, and then again, forefinger all together. Careful not to open the finger, because sometimes we open the finger and the finger will go inside the gluten net. So we don't want to break the gluten net, we want to keep it very good. So we go underneath again, we stretch a little bit, and then we fold towards ourselves. We will do this action until the dough will feel a little bit more tight. So we'll turn again, underneath, stretch and fold. And you can see why this technique is called stretch and fold, because we're going to stretch and fold for a few times. Stretch and fold, and you're already noticing that the dough will detach from the ball always more. One more time, and you can see it's combining all together. I will go one more, and then what I usually like to do is to tilt the bread, and that's done. This is the first stage of stretch and fold. We're going to let it rest for 20 minutes and come back and do in another stage of stretch and fold. Now we're going to do for the other bread. Okay, now same identical thing. We're going to wear our hands a little bit, not much, and then we're going to start our stretch and fold. Detach from the ball first, then underneath with the forefinger all together, thumb, I'm stretching and folding towards myself. Turning the ball underneath, stretching and folding. It is very important that you work with the dough. If the dough doesn't let you stretch, don't stretch too much, because otherwise we're going to break the gluten. So we really need to work with the dough. And the difference between the dough will be the flour that you use and the hydration. So if you follow this recipe, it will change only the flour mainly. So you just need to work with the dough. There is no set of number of stretch and fold that you need to do. You need to work with the dough. And the more you will do, the more you will be able to recognize. Have this dough as reference and just give it a go. And again, I'm going to stretch and fold. And then again, one more time, I'm going underneath, stretching and folding. And then one more time, stretching and folding. I complete the full turn. Probably you can see a little bit on here. I will do one more stretch and fold, and then I'm happy like that. I tilt the bread in here. So as you look, the bread is not completely smooth, but don't worry, because this is just the beginning of the gluten development. We're just helping the gluten. So now we're going to let it rest for 20 minutes, come back and do one more time. So you can cover the bread with food cover, clean wrap, or just a towel that works fine. Just to avoid the oxygen to dry the skin.